4 years of you
And
can go with more than 4 years of experience. More than that also you can go, but it's purely you can keep more 3 years of experience in manual and 1 year you can keep it as a automation. If you keep it as a 4 years on the automation, right, then it is little bit difficult to you to survey. But if you practice good every day, you are practicing every day, understand the concept, right? You can go with 4 years of automation engineer also. You can go, not a problem.
like the manual 2 and automation 3 can be combined and
Yeah,
keep.
you can go, not a problem. That is what I'm trying to say. If you see whatever knowledge you are learning, right, whatever learning here, right, that is your what we can say that knowledge. Okay, whatever you are learning here, right, that is practically in real time how we will do all the things you are learning here. Okay,
Okay,
once
sir.
you get into the organization, right, what they will do, they won't give immediately task, right? Suppose
Okay.
you are joining today in my organization. I cannot give the task today, right? Because you have the automation knowledge is there and manual knowledge is there. But today I cannot give the task. Before I am giving to task to you, I need to give a KT. KT means right, knowledge transfer. So first I need to tell about my project, what project belongs to what domain, everything they will give you and they will tell you each and everything. So you need to understand the process and slowly you need to understand the project. Once you are in good in KT, right? Then they will start assigning the stories on your name. So you once you get into the organization, you will get lot of time will be there. Understanding, right? In meanwhile,
Yes.
what you need to do, you need to grab that knowledge, what the KT sessions is given, what the process is given, and what kind of testing the people are doing. So there is a 1 month minimum, 1 to 15 days, maximum 15 days time will be there. So you need to grab that all the things and you need to start your work. So don't worry. So if you go with 4 years automation engineering also, sorry, automation also, not a problem. But you need to do without doing anything. You are keeping only experience. Then it's very difficult. You
Sir,
need to do
for automation, how much level of core Java is required, sir, for
the
interview purpose?
basic is enough. Basic and only basic. In case they ask you to write any program, right? You need to write a small program. That's it. The string arrays. They will ask you few related interview question related things. If you know that, that is fine. Okay.
And in Selenium will be enough, or in automation, other things also will be is
No,
required for
first,
experienced people.
first, see, that is what I'm telling. In market, there are multiple automation tools will be there. If you know the driving, right, other vehicles also you can drive, right, but you need
Ye-
to understand before what vehicle you are handling, right? So the
yes,
same
sir.
way, if you know that automation in one area, like automation, in Selenium, then other automation tools are very easy only. The same process, but UI and what we can say that syntax and process is little bit different. See, Selenium is what open source. Like open source means what? No need to buy any license. You can sit it at your home and you can download and you can use it. Okay, no need to buy anything. That's called open source. Catalan is what? It's a license one, and it supports with what? Web and window. And Tosca is what? License one. No need to write the script. The Tosca is what? Only recording and play. So if you know that recording and play is not that easy. Okay, again, if you go with all these tools, we need to find out the X path. If you how I need to identify that element. Without identifying the element, I cannot do the automation. So first thing is what? First you need to identify that element, what element it is. If you find that element, right, then the other things are easy. So most of the people, they don't know how to find that element. Simply they will right click, identify that element, inspect that element. But if the element is same, then what I need to do? If element is getting the same duplicate, the two or three elements with the same name, then in that case, what I need to do? So we need to go with XPath. Again, XPath as what? Again, there is absolute relative XPath will be there. So XPath is also not getting, and then what I need to do? Then I need to give the condition. So this all how you will get it by own experience only, not reading, not viewing the videos. You will not get all the things. Only when you do the practice from your end, then only you will get it. Are you getting right what I'm trying to say?
Yes, sir. I got
Yeah.
it. I got it, sir.
Because most of the people they're buying videos and they think that we will do all the things. No, until unless you need to work with your own, then only you can gain that knowledge. Otherwise you cannot, because it's not that easy. Simply logins, username, password, login, that in institute they will tell you only that those things, but in real time there is no login, there is no password. Whatever the task is assigned your name, that should be you need to automate.
Okay, sir.
Hmm.
I
That's
got it.
good.
Got it, sir.
Okay, okay, good, good.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so last class what we discuss is requirement specification document. See, before we start the project, right? What are the requirements? Requirements is required BRS. What is called BRS? Anyone? Anyone know what is BRS? What is meaning of BRS? BRS is nothing but what? A business requirement specification document. Okay. And what is SRS? What is called SRS? Anyone know what is called SRS? SRS means what? Software requirement specification document. Okay. And one more document will be there. What is that? FRS. What is called FRS? Anyone know what is called FRS? FRS is nothing but what? A functional requirement specification document. So I told you, right, what is testing means what? The testing is nothing but to check whether the application is working as per the given requirements or not. If you are not understand requirements, if you not understand the requirements properly, then you cannot do any kind of testing. So first thing is what? Understand the requirements. So if you are not understand the requirements, then you cannot test the application. Okay. What is SDLC, guys? Anyone have idea what is SDLC?
Software
Last time.
development life cycle, sir.
Yeah, yeah, what are the phases we have?
Requirement gathering,
Hmm.
then I
Once your requirements, right, what you will do, don't think, don't read like all the things. Like once you got requirement, next what step you will take?
planning, sir.
Planning. Yes, planning. Next in the planning, next what you will do? Analyze, right?
Analyze,
You need to think whether we can do or not. Okay, after analyze, what you will do? You will go
then
with design.
designing,
Once the design part is done, right, what you will do?
developing,
Developing, coding. After
coding,
coding, what you will do?
unit testing,
Unit testing. After coding, what you will do?
integration testing,
No, no. After coding,
unit testing. The
yes,
developer will do the unit testing for
yes,
their
that
test
is done.
cases.
Yeah, that phase is done. After coding phase, what we will do?
Um,
Testing, right?
testing, yeah,
So once the coding part is done, what we will do? Testing part.
testing,
Once
yes.
the testing is done, what you will do?
Then we will go for
Release.
deployment, release.
Deployment. Release. And once the release is done, what you will do?
We will maintain and bug fix if
Support and
any
maintenance. Support
maintenance
and
and support.
maintenance.
Yes,
See, so this order is very, very important. If you know this one, then you will get a clear idea. So when we will do the testing, we will not do initial testing. When we will do the testing, when the project will come, first phase is what? Requirement capturing. Once we got the requirement, then we will go with analysis. Once the analysis part is done, then we will go with the design part. Once the design part is done, then we will go with the testing part. In interview, they will ask you one simple question: in what area you are involved in SDLC phase? In what area we involved? Testing phase. I'm not involving any requirement. I'm not involving any designing phase. I'm not involving any coding. Okay, I'm not involving any support and maintenance until unless they will assign the story for me. So you can simply say that we are involved in where? Testing phase.
testing, sir.
Simple. Anywhere we are involved in the testing phase only. Okay. So software development life cycle. So why we are using? To improving the quality of the application. So any organization, you can go with any organization, they will start with where? SDLCs: planning, defining, designing, building, testing, and deployment. Okay. Or else you can tell like this: requirement analysis, designing, coding, testing, implementations, and support and maintenance. Okay. I told you, right, what are the documents are required. So initially we required the document. There are few documents are there to refer. BRS means what? Business requirement specification document.
Specification.
Yeah, that is who will do. The business analyst will do. You can also go with the business analyst. So business analyst means what? The take the information from the client, and that information will pass to the organization. So whatever we are talking, right? See, previously what we talked with automation, I'm telling like you can use this open source or you can use the commercial. That is what orally we are discussing. But all that things we can convert it into a technical knowledge like SRS. We can convert it into SRS. In SRS, what developer will do? First, we need to get an idea what developer will do. Developer is write the code. Developer will fix the code. Developer is write the new enhancements. New enhancements means what? Newly changes things, newly added things. Okay, in the application. Once the development is done, what developer will do? Unit level testing. So unit level testing is nothing but what? White box testing. And before that, code review. Code review means what? Whatever we are writing the code, right? The senior person will review your code. Once the code is done, right, then what we need to do? We need to go with what? Code review. Once code review is done, unit level testing. Once the unit level testing is done, then the developer will start working what? You integration level testing. See here, the developer part is completed. You go with 4 years of experience, you will go 10 years of experience, you can go with the 20 years of experience. The same process will be there for dev team. In case you want to become a developer also, you need to follow the same process. First you need to go through the requirement, understand the requirements, and go with the design documents, and flow diagrams will be there like artist structural design, DB designs, UI designs, UML designs. Based on the designs, the screen should be designed. Once the screen is done, then you need to write according to the code. Okay, like username, password, login, or modules. What are the modules we have, right? That code you need to write. Once the code is done, then you need to review the code, because I told you, right, whatever the code you are writing, that is not acceptable. Every organization, they follow what? Coding standards. Okay, you need to follow the coding standards. Once the coding standards is done, everything is done, your code is correct, then you will get an approval. Once you get an approval, right, then what you need to do? You need to go with what? Unit level testing. Once the unit level testing is done, then you need to go with what? Integration level testing. This part is what? A developer part. Clear? Now the question is what testing team will do? What testing team will do? The testing team will go with what? A test plan. See, this is very, very, very important. Who will design the test plan? The test plan is designed by your test lead. So lead will design the test plan. Okay, the lead will design the test plan. Based on the test plan, we will get the stories. See, most of the people, they don't know how we will get the stories. In interview also they will ask you, can you please tell me your testing process? So what will happen here? Test plan. Okay, in the test plan is what? Test lead will do, and test scenarios. Scenarios means what? You need to identify what I need to test. Now I'm asking to test the water bottle. In the water bottle, what I need to test, like body, color, shape, whether it is accept cold water or hot water. So there are a lot of things will be there. That all we can call it as what? The test scenarios. Once you identify the test scenarios, what you need to do? You need to write the test cases, conditions. You need to write the condition. So conditions means what? The test cases means what? Say water bottle cap is what? Blue. In the requirements is very clearly it is says that it is a blue. But in the condition you need to check whether you are getting a blue color or not. If you are not getting a blue color, then your condition is failed. Means your test case is failed. So simply you can say that actual result is not equal to the expected result. Okay, so this is the way you need to understand, not by hearting and telling in the interview what is test plan, what is test scenarios, what is test case. You need to question yourself, then automatically answers will come. Only you are reading the material and you are going for interview means that is very difficult to crack the interview. Try to understand what is the test scenarios, what is the test cases. Once the test cases is done, now build will comes to you. How you will do integration testing? Last class we discussed. So development will be done. Once the development is done, then what they will do, they will not keep the code with them, right? So this is what a dev team. So what dev team do will generally, what the dev team will do, dev team will write the code, right? So just now we discussed, okay. Once the code is done, what they will do, code review. So senior person will review the code, yes it is done. Then what they will do, unit level testing. Then next what they will do, once the unit code review is done, unit level testing is done, then they will go with the integration testing. Sorry, the spell mistake. Okay, once it is done, then what they will do, they see they will move this into the server, right? So I cannot test here, right? I cannot test here in developer place. So what developer will do, whatever the code is there, right, the code will be check-in. This we can call it as what, check-in. The entire the code will be converted in the form of what, build. This build will be there. This build will assign to whom, to the QA. So this is the process actually. So if you understand this process, right, how we will get the task and all the things, then it is very, what is called build. Build is nothing but what, you will get a URL. URL is nothing but what, abc.com, amazon.com. Once you need to, once you click this, right, they will tell you verify the login. Login page is opening correctly or not. If login page is opening correctly means what, this build is passed, this task is working good. So like this, the developer is always do what, coding and unit testing, code review, and then they will go with what, integration testing. Once it is done, they will move to the build. So the next build, again, suppose you will reject this build, then what you will do? You will reject this build. So what developer will do? Developer will not send the same build. Developer will send another build. So this is the another build. Again you will reject. Again the developer will not send the same build. Again the developer will send what? New build. So build process is also is very 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 important. Here, how to identify this build? Anyone know how to identify the build? Version number. This is V1 or V2 version 2, or we can call it as what, version 3. Or else there, every build they have what, a unique number will be there. O dot O dot O dot 1. Here the build number is what? Is it same or different? Different. O dot O dot 2. No, this build number is what? O dot O dot 3. Like this, the bill numbers are different. See, the bill numbers are different. So in currently in which bill number you are working, so you always remember the bill number. Okay, got it right? So this is what the process. Once it is got right, now here we need to do what, integration testing. Here also we need to do what, integration testing. Once integration testing is done, then we are need to go with system testing. This is very 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 important. System means what is meaning of system? Anyone? System means what, we need to test entire the application. Okay, not only one single, or not only one or two modules. Okay, we need to test entire the modules. Okay, once it is done, then what we need to do, user acceptance testing, alpha testing and beta testing. Once it is done, then only we are need to go with what, production and implementation. Once the production and implementation is done, then what we need to do, we need to go with what, support and maintenance. Is it clear? Anybody have any questions?
No, sir.
Got it right. So try to understand what dev team will do, what QA will do. Forget about material. Okay, just realize yourself what developer will do, what testing team will do. In case suddenly someone will ask you, "Hey, do you know what testing team will do?" Simply, you, what is your answer? Only testing. No, you need to tell all the things. The testing team will go with the test plan. The test plan is designed by the test lead, and once the task is assigned on myself, once the task is assigned on my name, sorry, once the task is assigned in my name, I need to identify the test scenarios. Once the test scenarios is done, I need to start writing the test cases. Once the test cases is done, then I need to test integration testing. Once the integration testing is done, then I will move to the system testing. So how you are telling 4 years of experience guy, how they will tell you in interview, such a way you are telling. Most of the people, they don't know all these things. Tell me what is testing means. They simply say that testing to verify the defects. No, not verifying the defects. Defects can verify anyone. Okay. So you need to tell all the things: test plan, test scenarios, test cases, integration testing, system testing. Once system testing is done, then we need to go with what? User acceptance testing. Once the user acceptance testing is done, then we need to go with what? Production and implementation. Then lastly, we can go with what? Support and maintenance. Okay. This is what a clear picture of how we are doing in the real time. So in real time, if you go with, I told you right again and again, if you go with 1 years or 10 years, the process will be the same. Hmm. Today, important thing is what? Testing techniques. Okay. So what kind of techniques we need to follow? Okay, there are two things. Okay, one is what? Static, another is what? Dynamic. So static testing means what and dynamic testing means what? Okay, static means what and dynamic means what? See, let's see. Static technique can be classified into what? Two categories. One is what? Sorry, the testing techniques can be classified into what? Two categories. One is what? Static. Another is what? Dynamic. Static means what? The application is checking carried out without executing. See, without executing, such kind of testing we can call it as what? Static testing. Can you tell me without executing what we will do? Without executing such kind of things, what will be there? Without executing. So see, review means what? You are writing the test cases, right? I'm reviewing, I'm not executing there, just I'm reviewing. Inspection means what? Whether you are following the respective documents or not. So I'm inspecting you. Okay, whether you are following the respective. Here also we are not executing anything. Walkthrough means what? It's a kind of sessions. Okay, so today I'm conducting one session, okay, regarding the testing. So walkthrough, here also we are not executing anything. So this we can call it as what? The static testing. Static testing means what? Simply you can tell only one line of answer without executing the things, we can call it as what? Static testing. Can you give me any example? Yes, code review, inspections, walkthrough, all will comes on where? Static testing. The static testing is also known as verification part. So verification, SQA. What is called SQA? Anyone have idea? Software quality assurance. Software quality assurance. Okay, that we can call it as what? SQA. Okay. What is dynamic testing? What is dynamic testing? The dynamic testing is nothing but what? Application is checking is done by executing application is called dynamic testing. Execution will be there. Here if you observe this, in dynamic testing what will be there? Execution part will be there. So dynamic testing is also classified into three categories. One is what? White box. See, white box means what? Developer is giving input and where the developer will check the output. And black box, we are giving input and we are checking the output, means execution will be there. There is a another box will be there. Interview they will ask you, okay, what is a gray box? So what is called gray box? The gray box is nothing but what? The combination of what? White and black. That we can call it as what? A gray box. Got it right? So interview they will ask you, can you explain what is gray box? Gray box means what? The combination of what? White and black. So sometimes we require developer help and developer is also required sometimes the testing help. So both means developer and testing are involved on that particular component, then we can say that what kind of testing we are performing. Gray box. In real time they won't say do gray box, do white box, do black box. They won't say all these words. They will say that testing team will do the testing team will do their what are the testing, what are they assigned, right? They will do. And white box, the developer, what are the stories is assigned from the developer, right? They will do. And gray box means whenever we require the developer help, we are taking the help from the developer. Whenever the testing requires the dev help we are taking. When dev is required testing help is means they will take. So that combination, the both the dev and QA's work, that kind of testing we can call it as what? Gray box testing. So there are two techniques: executing without execution. This we can call it as what? A validation. So this is also is very very important. What is testing? Verification and validation. So these two are very very important. Interview straightforward question. Can you please tell me what are the techniques? What are the testing techniques? Static and dynamic. Okay, what is static without executing? What is dynamic with executing? So, can you give me any examples of static? Yes, code review, inspection, walkthrough. Can you give me any examples of dynamic white box and black box and gray box? Got it? So these all are what is very 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 important. In real time, this we can call it as what? A validation. So validations. So verification part and validation part. Got it right? So what we can do is tomorrow, mostly a link will be changed tomorrow. What we can do is tomorrow we will see the fundamentals of testing. Right? Tomorrow's we'll see static and dynamic we did right. Tomorrow we'll see fundamentals. See, these all are very very important. What is unit testing? What is integration testing? What is system testing? We will go into deep all these things like what is acceptance testing, what is functional testing, and non-functionality testing. Tomorrow we'll see that. Okay. Anybody have any question, guys? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good, good. We'll go with slowly. See, this is what we are going with the real time. Like, I'm not directly going with the real main topics. Slowly, what is testing, testing types, testing techniques, testing fundamentals, then SDLC models, then agile methodology. Then you can go for interview.
Manual, how many days it will take, sir?
20, 25 days, like 20 days max.
Okay. And any resume preparation or interview
We can do
question?
that one. We can do that. See, all our interview questions only now. See, you can pick all our interview questions only, but don't by heart interview questions in the online. You can prepare yourself. Now, suddenly they will ask you, can you tell me what is SQA? What is called SQA? You know, right? Software Quality Assurance. What is called SQC? Software Quality Control. What is the BBA? What is called BBA Boundary Value Analysis? So can you tell me what is static testing and what is dynamic testing? So you can in each and every topic you can pick your own interview questions. Then you will get more knowledge. If you type in Google right away, Google open Google or Chat GTP or anything, give me QA interview questions. There will give you thousands of questions, but there is no use of reading all the things until unless you need to understand the concepts. Understanding, right? You know what
Yes,
is
sir.
SDLC. SDLC, no need to go and search in online. You know what requirement analysis, designing, coding, testing, implementation, and support and maintenance. You know developer process. You know QA process. What developer will do. What developer will do. Developer will write the code and code review, unit testing, integration testing. And what QA will do. Test plan. The test plan is designed by the test lead. Lead will prepare the test plan, test scenarios, test cases, and writing the test cases. Then we will go with the system testing, integration testing, system testing. Then we will go with user acceptances. So you should prepare your own interview question from yourself. Okay, but if you go with Google or Chat GTP or anything, right, they will give you a bunch of lot of questions. Then you will get confused which one I need to prepare. Okay, got it right. So prepare yourself, and last you can, after before you're going to interview, then you can go with the interview questions with the online. Okay.
So manual has more calls or QA means you have to combine or separately we
So
can go.
it depends actually. In real time, you need to keep both. Otherwise, manually, if you keep only manual, there is a less chances will be there. If you keep both manual and automation, right, you will have more exposure. Like a lot of, because generally nowadays the fresher is coming and he says that I know Linux, I know Python, I know manual, I know automation, I know cloud. So which one I need to pick? Your resume or a fresher resume? So who having a more skills, right? That person resume only we need to pick. Got it right? So you need to build your resume like more skills, not only one skill. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So you, whatever you know, you just keep all the things in your resume. Suppose you are in good in Linux, keep. You are in good in SQL, keep it. You are in good in some other areas like networking concepts or anything, then you can keep it. So you are in good in banking domain, you can keep it there. So You need to manage like one. You need to try with both or single. You also you can try like manually only you can try or automation resume also you can try. Both things you can try.
Thank you,
Chalo.
sir.
Yeah, thank you. Chalo. Have a nice day. Thanks for your time. We'll see then tomorrow. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for your time.